I honestly don't know how it happens. It gets more impressive by the week. The Atlanta Falcons have done something that to me just feels absolutely hysterical. According to Albert Breer, who is a very trusted name in the NFL and around NFL circles, claims that the Atlanta Falcons are undergoing an organizational health check with Arthur Blank's group bringing in consulting firms, or a consulting firm, Sportology, to evaluate football operations. What the fuck is going on in Atlanta? Pardon my French. Holy cow. Why is this a thing? This team continues to make me laugh out loud. There are new ways every single week for me to actually say there is no possible way this is a real thing, and yet the Atlanta Falcons confirm to do that on a weekly basis. I mean, it's just a joke. It's a joke. Have you ever heard of a football organization in your life bringing in a consulting firm to teach you how to football? It's ridiculous. You should hire a GM that knows how to handle the day-to-day operations. That GM should be able to hire a head football coach that knows how to run a team successfully. The more and more that I think back to Ray McLeod's tweets and his Instagram posts, the more and more I'm thinking, this guy was onto something. This team has no idea what it's doing. 2 wins in a row, be damned. I honestly cannot believe it. It is a joke to me, and it should be a joke to you. So if it is a joke to you, do me a favor, type clown show down in the comment section down below. That's what it feels like to me right now. And you could make the argument, Moose, they're going after help. This shows that Arthur Blank is serious about winning. Guys, no other NFL organization is going through anything like this right now. It's just the Atlanta Falcons. Because if they were going through it, it would have already been reported on. So one team is doing this. This is ridiculous to me. Albert Breer talked about this actual health check. This is the exact quote that he used. Owner Arthur Blank's group has brought the consulting firm Sportology, with whom they've partnered with for a while in work on the team, the Falcons as well as MLS as Atlanta United and the new NWSL expansion team. He was awarded blah, blah, blah. But for the Falcons specifically, it's an overall health check on the team's operations. And it's not been a secret within the walls of the football facility that evaluation is ongoing. I'll just say this flat out here. It does not take a genius to figure out how to run a football organization. There's a famous quote that goes around. Colin Cowherd has said this multiple times. Football is hard. Football is not that hard. After all, it is a game, guys. It's a game. And I'm going to break down for you just how easy this is to figure out with your problems. Coming up right after I tell you guys about our friends over at Polymarket. It's time to challenge the status quo, and Polymarket is now live to help us do so. You can be a part of the revolutionary alternative to sportsbooks with our special invite code. Download Polymarket's new app now via the special link that is in the description and the comment section to unlock exclusive early access and a free $10 in your account with invite code CHAT. That is invite code CHAT. Polymarket is a prediction marketplace that lets you make trades on the outcomes of sporting events. And as you can see to my right here, this is what the app looks like in real time as you're using it. You can follow along with the games that you're currently watching. It makes it that much more fun, and it's completely user-friendly. Polymarket has the lowest fees ever. You trade against other people, not the platform. You can cash out anytime and react to momentum swings within the game. You are in control. Now, Currently, the Atlanta Falcons take on the Los Angeles Rams, and as you can see, Polymarket only gives them a 22% chance to win. Not so sure I love those odds, but you know I'm hammering the dirty birds. Download the app and unlock $10 free through our link, chatsports.com/Polymarket with invite code chat. Again, $10 free is waiting for you. No card, no deposit, nothing. Download the app with our exclusive code chat at chatsports.com/Polymarket for exclusive early access and $10 free. So what are the issues surrounding the Atlanta Falcons? Glad you asked, nobody. The coaches are incompetent. That's the first thing that you need to know. The wide receiver weapons are an abysmal joke this year. You've got Drake London, and that's about it. You need defensive line help, specifically at the nose tackle position, and you paid way too much for Kirk Cousins. So once you get him off the book, you can now start to re-sign some free agents and get a little bit more help towards the cap. There you go. That's it. There you go, Arthur Blank. I just saved you millions of dollars, brother. And I did that for, oh, look at that, free. This is not hard. Guys, football is hard. It is. It's a tough game. It's complex, especially with the X's and the O's and the extreme athleticism. You're going up against big, tall, super strong, and aggressive athletic guys every single week. The best athletes in the world. It's not that hard. So, believe it or not, without giving you all of the profanity that this next tweet comes with, I will say I'm not the only Falcons fan that thinks this way, because everybody out there and their mother knows that this team is a joke. In fact, Joseph Cook said this about them. Now, I'm not going to read it word for word, but this guy got to hire a consulting firm to find out the stuff that we've been telling him for 20 years. It just feels like over and over again, we are let down by an owner who just likes having the title of being an NFL owner. He does not care about the Atlanta Falcons. He does not care what the operational stuff looks like, because if he did, he would hire people that knew how to run the team and not bring in consulting firms. So just let me run the Atlanta Falcons. Seriously. I could do a 10 times better job than him. I might not be great with pocketbooks. I might not be great at running my own business, but guess what I know? I know that this is a 4-step problem. You get rid of the coaches, you get rid of Terry Fontenot, you hire a competent GM, someone with a proven track record, then you hire a good coach, and you let everything else take care of itself. That's it. That's all you do. Now, coming up next, I'm going to give a Michael Penix Jr. update from Raheem Morris, because he took the microphone. Sorry to shift gears kind of like that on a dime, but I do want to at least briefly mention what Raheem had to say about Michael Penix Jr. And according to Raheem, who talked to a bunch of different Falcons reporters, Penix is back with us inside the locker room after his surgery. He is rehabbing and is starting his off-season planning. Now, this is good news because they took care of it immediately, right? You often see that sometimes a player might get a little vindictive and they might not schedule their surgery for a month to 2 to 3 months out, which would then delay that process of rehabilitation even further. But Raheem Morris's full quote on Michael Penix Jr. was this: "Discussions on moving forward have begun. His whole process has started as far as what he's going to do. His calendar is laid out. I would say, as far as we know, he is on schedule." That schedule, by the way, is week 1 of the 2026 season. That's when you'd have to have him ready and back by in order for this to kind of work out, because you took this guy 8th overall. I mean, he's got to play. And if you're going to admit that you whiffed, that's fine too. However, I will say this: if you're going to admit that you whiffed, do it earlier rather than later. Because in 2025, Penix was not that great. Sure, is it his fault? Not entirely. Zach Robinson is big time to blame. I mean, the dude was only under center 0.3% of the time, to Kirk's 5 starts or 6 starts now, where he's at almost 19%. So it's not entirely on Michael Penix Jr. But I do believe that with his injury record and his track record of these season-ending injuries, the Falcons still have the opportunity to go out and draft a quarterback. And I still think they do. I'm sorry if that offends you, but I do believe that I have to give you my full and honest opinion. And my full and honest opinion is that the Falcons don't feel that confident in Michael Penix Jr.'s future. Does that mean Kirk Cousins is the future? Hell no. Because if Kirk Cousins moves off from Atlanta or Atlanta moves off of Kirk Cousins, then what? You're going to roll with Michael Penix as your sole quarterback? Come on. Like, there's a reason you kept Kirk on the staff and on the roster, because in the event that Michael Penix Jr. goes down, which he did, you have a more than competent backup. The problem is that Kirk Cousins is a $57.5 million cap hit next year. So if you keep Kirk for the sole idea that, hey, he can just back up Penix or he can start the year, you don't have cap space. So you can't address the other part of the team, which means what? You have to nail it in the draft. And granted, Terry Fontenot, Raheem Morris, they did a great job of drafting this last 2025 draft. But are you going to have that expectation for every single draft? Of course not. It's super unrealistic. Even the best teams in the NFL don't always draft perfectly. Hell, look at the Patriots. They sucked in the draft for forever, and they won all those Super Bowls. It also makes sense because if you do cut Kirk, here are some options for some savings. If you cut him pre-June 1st, you save $22.5 million. If you cut him post-June 1st or designate it for post-June 1st cut, it's $35 million saved. The problem is that if you cut him pre-June 1st, it's not a problem. The good news is that if you cut him pre-June 1st, all of this money at the top here, you can use in free agency. This, not so much. And here's the breakdown of the cap situation. If you don't believe me, trust over the cap. The numbers, they never lie. Ever. Money never sleeps, Bud Fox. But look at the guaranteed salary. Look at the cap number. Look at the projected signing bonuses and the base salaries. His base salary in 2026 is $35 million. He's making up for 19 and 18% of the cap, respectively, for 2026 and 2027. That is an egregious amount of money to pay for a guy who's 37 years old and is still considered, at this point, because you admitted it, a backup. So, if I had to end this episode the best way that I know how is, who do you want as your 2026 Week 1 starting quarterback? I don't know the answer to this yet. I don't. If I had to venture a guess right now, I would probably say Malik Willis. That would be my answer. He's a free agent. He wouldn't cost that much. You could still have Penix on the roster. Malik would be a nice bridge. That's my answer, but let me know in the comment section down below. That's going to do it for us on today's episode. A reminder to like today's video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, Falcons fans, rise up and be cool.